Republicans can cut the shit with pretending to care about kids. The Children's Hospital of Colorado is being sued by the families of trans children for stopping gender-affirming care. This is from 9news.com. Children's Hospital Colorado said earlier this month they would no longer be writing or renewing prescriptions related to gender-affirming care for minors. Children's Hospital Colorado is facing a new lawsuit over its suspension of gender-affirming care for patients under 18. The lawsuit was filed in Denver District Court on Tuesday on behalf of several families. All of the plaintiffs are transgender and between the ages of 9 and 17. It asks the court to block the hospital's suspension of gender-affirming care and to restore it. It also says stopping gender-affirming care can cause irreparable, life-altering, and potentially life-threatening harm to trans children looking for health care. So there's a false narrative on the right that people are just transing kids. By the way, transing is not a fucking word in the English dictionary. They say things like, save the children, and then they create policies like this that fucking kill children. Clearly, they don't give a shit about children, especially when every medical association in the country says this care is safe, effective, and life-saving for trans youth. Not to mention, cisgender people use this medicine all the time for various reasons. So we already know this medicine isn't risky. And no one is listening to the testimony of actual trans people. Our voices are being suppressed in the news, in social media. The right is refusing evidence that's right in front of them. And intentionally choosing to harm children, and then claiming to be pro-life and pro-family values. All while they throw their own LGBT children out onto the streets and commit child abandonment because their religious cults tell them not to love their trans or gay child. And I cannot tell you how many gay and trans people I've met throughout my life that have experienced this. All right, back to the article. Both hospitals, Denver Health and Children's Colorado, cited pressure by the Trump administration when they announced the decision earlier this month. Children's Hospital also said a possible federal investigation against the hospital threatens Medicare and Medicaid funding. Ultimately, Children's Hospital Colorado bowed to the pressure and chose to abandon its patients and help the Trump administration implement its discriminatory policies. The lawsuit reads, the hospital's decision to abandon its trans patients is not only illegal, it is dangerous. Children's Hospital Colorado is also fighting a federal subpoena seeking medical and employment records related to gender-affirming care, according to recently unsealed court documents that reveal months of behind-the-scenes litigation over whether the federal government can compel access to patient information. In July, the Department of Justice served Children's Hospital Colorado with an administrative subpoena ordering the release of patient records, internal emails, policies, and staff information tied to the provision of gender-affirming care. So, this is the predatory behavior of Republicans and the Trump regime. They want personal information and medical records for trans people while they're making lists of trans people in red states. Multiple genocide experts have already warned we are already in a genocide, in the early stages of a genocide against trans Americans, starting with trans children. And this is evil. This is not presidential behavior. This is what a dictator does. But Trump's regime is falling apart, and the backlash is growing. We need to bring awareness to the truth of this, and that's why I'm here. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get important news and updates like this. Please like this, share it, get this information out, leave your comments. I'll be back very soon with more news. Bye.